This is the week that everyone wants to see, right? This is Pebble Beach. I mean, this is probably one of the most iconic golf courses, especially just the venue in general. You got Pebble Beach, Spyglass this week, Jeff. I'm pretty pumped up about it. It seems like one, they're not going to have a pro am, so the golf is actually going to freaking flow. Last year at this moment in time, we were planning our Pebble Beach trip, and we were so excited about it and getting to see it on television and seeing those guys play the same holes that we had the opportunity to play. I mean, are you as excited as I am about this week?
I can't wait. I've already started watching reruns from last year. And the fact that we've now played both of these courses makes it even better because we're going to remember all the shots we hit there. We're going to remember the holes, how tough they were, how easy they are. They're playing Spyglass Hill, they're playing Pebble Beach. They're going to have hopefully good weather down there, fingers crossed. But yeah, they're shorter courses, it's a little over 7,000 at Spyglass, 68, 69 at Pebble. The guys are going to have fun. They don't have to play with all the knuckleheads. We don't have to see Bill Murray running around doing the same old shenanigans, him and Ray Romano. So I'm excited. I can't wait. And just purely based on the courses, because I know they're not going to allow fans. It's California.
You're right. Like some of the shenanigans that they play and just CBS, they really play into that crap. And it just is like, we got to see Jim Nance's stupid house.
Oh, this is what he's talking about right here. Here it comes. Here it comes. Come on. Here it comes. It's in the hole.
That's how it's done. We would get to see Tom Brady and the NFL players, and then the countless number of baseball players that I have no fucking clue who they are. Like, oh, he pitched in the final game here. And I don't give a shit. Just the actors, like those guys, this game I could care less about. So I'm not missing that, but I am going to miss the fans and being able to be so close to that venue and just a special place to you and I. But got a little history there. I mean, Phil's won there a bunch. I mean, Dustin's won there. Some Canadian guy won there last year. I mean, it's going to have a good field, and it's one of those events that you kind of look forward to, and is a fun and entertaining golf courses. And I mean, I don't want to say it's the best. It's definitely not the best venue for the PGA Tour, but it's probably the best views of the PGA Tour.
Well, and it feels like it's in the backyard living here. We make trips to Monterey all the time. We've played the courses. Even though I'm not going to be down there to watch any of it this year, I'm going to watch it on TV. But it just has that special place in your heart, especially if you've got the ability to play these courses or you've gone and played them. To know those holes, everybody knows every single hole out at Pebble Beach, every shot. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'll probably watch as much golf as I will this week, leading up to the Masters.
Let's get to some picks, Jeff. I mean, we got another bottle on the line. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to allow you to pick first. Who do you got this week down at Pebble Beach?
Well, I'm going off past history at Pebble Beach when we went down and we watched the practice round before the 2019 U.S. Open. Had a great time. Got to meet some of the players. Got some autographs. And one of the guys stuck out who I never really even cared about, but now I like him. I got his autograph on a hat here. And I'm going with Paul Casey. He's playing well. I think he's kind of going to fly under the radar there. He's not Dustin Johnson. He's not Phil Mickelson. He's not these guys that are the bigger names that are going to get all the attention down there in Northern California. So I'm going with Paul Casey.
I'm going to go with a similar pick. Definitely not a native to the United States, but I'm going with Francisco Marinelli. He recently moved to the West Coast. He's playing a lot of West Coast golf. He had a good showing a couple weeks ago. I think you got to. I think you got to be a great iron player, and you got to be able to play in the wind, especially down on the coast. I'm going with good old the Stallion Italian. The big sausage. Francisco.
Well, we picked two of the smaller guys, but small, short stature. They can get good footing in the wind, keep it low. Here's the one thing: I won't be able to bet on it on my sports book because I unfortunately got kicked out this week. So I might save myself a little bit of money, but maybe win a bottle from you. None of you know, but I tried to get back into sports betting. Haven't done it since college. And my credit card company, when I set up my account, decided to flag it as fraudulent transactions every time I tried to put money on the Bucks. I was about to put $400 on TomTom to win straight up. Would have paid me over $800. I could have took down to Mexico for a trip, and I couldn't get it in because they kept flagging it as fucking fraud. Capital One, what's up with that?
They knew what was better for you, Jeff. They knew that you were going to get on there 2 weeks later and just start playing blackjack or something. Have too many cocktails and start betting on dumb shit like volleyball or dog racing. I mean, what else are you into?
I would have. It's probably a blessing in disguise. But at least today, sitting here, I would have been $800 richer.
I also kind of look for Phil Mickelson to maybe buck his head a little bit. Maybe Ricky Fowler. I mean, Cameron Tringale. I mean, is there any sneaky player that could go out there and win this tournament?
I think Phil's the sneaky pick, just given his history there. It's not set up for U.S. Open conditions. Phil knows that course. I think he's the sneaky pick this week.
I think so, and I mean we've covered this before, but what's the one hole at Pebble Beach that's just like the one hole that you like to watch on television?
6 all day. I am personally a very big fan of 6.
Why are you a fan of 6? That's what the listeners want to know.
I'm a big fan of number 6 because I made eagle there the only time I've played at the golf course, and my dad made birdie, and me and my dad beat the shit out of you and my brother that day. So that's why I'm a big fan of number 6. The cliffs very well. My brother knows the right side of that hole as well. There's a nice bay, a cove down there. You got to keep that ball left off the tee. You got to keep that ball left on your approach.
Hit a golf shot.
Just hit some shots.
Instead of hanging on, I've been hanging on every shot, scared. If I could just open up
and just go after it. Like bombs away. Remember, the boys on fire today, playing smart. Right here,
yeah, as you're standing there. Oh, Jason, we'd probably find your golf ball. It's fine. It's in the. Oh, and that's another thing we're gonna hear this week at the good old Pebble Beach is we're gonna hear about the what is it? The eggplant? What is it?
Ice plant.
Ice plant. Ugh. You gotta keep out of that ice plant. Yes, we all know you got to stay out of the ice plant. Okay, you also don't want to fall off the cliff. Okay, it's hole 6, huh? Hey, that's good for you.
I'm gonna say you were sabotaged by your caddy. My caddy gave me great advice. He goes, what do you want in? And I said, I don't know, like 220, 240. All right, hit this off the tee. I got to hit the same club 2 times in a row. I was set up perfectly. I was set up for success. You were not. You decided to hit driver and got down there a little bit too far, and it made for a mistake. And you pay the big bucks for the caddies. You
push a 4-iron just a little too far, and you're promised it's in the bunker. But no, these caddies must have been. Well, I know they had a few cocktails the night before.
Right there,
they were definitely drinking.
What hole are you looking forward to?
Hole 7 is so cool. It's one of those holes. It's I don't want to say it's a joke, but it's one of those holes that one of those guys could just catch a wedge, a little heavy, and make it turn out a little chunky and make it a little rougher. It's one of my favorite holes in golf. It's such a short par 3 that the wind can do all kinds of magical things. So I'm gonna go with hole 7. I made a par there. That felt really good.
Hey, that is probably the most difficult short par 3 on the tour because, yeah, you're right. You're right on the ocean. You're exposed. It's downhill, so you got to play for the elevation change. It's tough. It's tough.
Betting favorites, Jeff has got good old Paul Casey. He is a nice individual. I like Paul Casey. And I'm going with Francesco Molinari for the victory, for the Italians. It's going to be a good week in golf. With that being said, guys, really appreciate it.